This is one of the soups I ate and enjoyed the last time I traveled to Nigeria. My elder sister made this soup for me and oh my god, I couldn't get over this soup. I had to ask her for the recipe because this soup was so good. Before then, I've never tasted or heard about this soup. It was actually my first time and I was glued. So guys, let me plug you to this yummy soup in case you don't know it. But if you know it, tell me in the comment section. According to my big sis, the name of this soup is bitter leaf water leaf. That's what she called it. And she said it's owned by River State or Cross River. I can't really remember, but I know it's the Riverine area that owns this soup. So the first thing I did was to pre-cook my bitter leaf because it's dry. I went ahead to cut and wash the meat and then I started cooking. I added in the stockfish, added some spice. I put in some onion as well, stirred, and I covered this to cook properly because I wanted everything to be tender. I didn't have access to water leaf, so I used spinach instead. So I got some organic spinach and I used 4 packs of it. You know the kind of joy you feel when making something you really like? That was exactly how I felt making this soup. So I blanched the spinach in a hot water and then went ahead to add cold water to cool it off and then sliced. At this point, our meat is properly cooked. I added in the already washed dry fish. I stirred everything together and allowed to simmer. And at this point, I added some snail. Someone gifted me this snail and I've been using it small because I don't want it to finish. But it will still finish, but I don't want it to finish. So I went ahead to add some dry pepper for extra heat. Then added some palm oil. This soup you need enough palm oil. So I added some palm oil and I stirred, covered and allowed to simmer. Then the next thing is to go in with the spinach. So I added in the spinach and I covered and allowed to steam. This soup, oh my god. So I went ahead to add some, I have some dry periwinkle. So I added it in, poured in some crayfish. You need enough crayfish. Stir a bit and then after stirring in the water leaf properly, you have to cover and allow this to boil for like 10 minutes so that the oil and the water will mix properly and thicken a bit. So I allowed it to boil very well and then I went ahead to add the bitter leaf, which is the last thing. Added some extra crayfish, some palm oil, and oh my god, the aroma. Hey! So I stirred in everything properly and I just allowed this simmer for a minute because I already cooked the bitter leaf before adding it in. So at this point, our soup is ready. So tell me, is this something you'll be trying out? Do you know about this soup or is this your first time? See you on my next one. Bye!